Hello YouTube, welcome back to Dovetail Games Train Sim World CSX Heavy Haul. That's a bit loud. Let's put that down a little bit. That's better. Right, okay. So last time out we created our character. We went and did a few things, and we went into the tutorials, and we saw what the title was like. So we're going to continue with the tutorials in this episode and over the next few episodes. Like I said, I'm doing this primarily for a total reviews episode, which I'm going to be making, having a look at both Train Sim World CSX Heavy Haul and the Great Western Main Line. Both of them kindly given to me by Games Planet, where you can pick up both of these. Train Sim World as a base game and the expansion pack for a 20% discount full stop, and the expansion pack on its own, if you already own CSX Heavy Haul, the expansion pack for the Great Western is 50% off currently until the actual expansion pack is released. So pre-order 50% off. That should be somewhere on an overlay on the screen right about now whilst I was saying that. So there we go. Game links are in the description box below, and of course if you do purchase it from there, you'll be able to support me whilst you're at it, so I will get a little bit of that, and obviously it's just some nice publicity there for Games Planet, who, you know, I really appreciate. Obviously they haven't told me to say this about appreciating them, but I do really appreciate that because they give me titles to review and play and all that kind of stuff, and it's really great. So let's get on with this. Right, so we've done the intro, we've done the yard switching. Yes, we've done the yard switching. Now we're going to do the locomotive turntable. Right, so we're going to see if we can get through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, let's get through all of them in this episode. Why not? Let's start. So, introducing Cumberland Yard. Cumberland Yard is vast and busy. Navigating it successfully requires great skill and focus. Switch, refuel, and rotate. Very good. I wonder if I can pull off an American accent. I probably can't. Introducing Sand Patch Grade, the legendary American railroad that I have never heard of. Actually, maybe I've heard of a couple of places on this. Actually, that being said, I have heard of the Sand Patch. I have heard of that, but I haven't really heard of everything on there. So yeah, there we go. Right, okay, let's get right on with this.
Let's take a look at how to use the turntable. It'll come in useful around Cumberland Yard.
Very good. Old CRT monitor. There's our engine, 2440. All right, I can move again.
There are two key components. The table, which must be locked in place to use, and the control cabin, where the table is operated from.
Right, yes. So obviously we're going to turn the table to get that train on there, and then to get ourselves out. Very good.
And we'll get started.
Okay, the reticule will turn red whilst walking on the track. Very good. Let's open up this door. Let's get in here and sit over here. Okie dokie. Right, it should come up on the monitor, I'm hoping.
On the left is a monitor to view the action outside.
Although we could just look out the window.
In the middle is the rotation control.
That locks and unlocks it. Very good. So that's currently locked. We need to unlock it. That will go green, and then we'll be able to rotate it. Very good.
The table lock control.
Obviously, I'm just now guessing through these.
Let's activate the desk.
Now, I wish we could skip through things as we went through it, but okay, right. We want to switch the monitor on. There we go. Unlocked. That goes yellow, not green. That's odd. Okay.
Now we want to rotate the table to point towards the nearby locomotive. Click and drag the rotation control to move the table in the direction you need.
Okay.
Let go of the rotation control as the desired track nears the left side of the monitor.
Rightio. That's the wrong way. That's the right way, right? That can't be the right way, actually. Which way are we moving it? Oh no, we've done it. There we go. Interestingly enough, that is that side. I've done this the opposite way because I couldn't be bothered to move it all the way.
Safe to drive onto.
That should be locked. Okie dokie, get out of there, open up that door, and run over. I wish I could get rid of these markers so I could take a nice screenshot. That would be kind of helpful. Yeah, that would be really helpful if I could do that. Oh, I can run by pressing shift, isn't it? Yes. Right, up we get on the locomotive. We're all excited. That's why we're running really, really fast. Up we go. Or I'll shut that door. Run, run, run. Sit down over here. And we are good to go. Let's open up the windows. Very good. Ooh, sun visor.
As you drive onto the turntable, take it very slowly so you don't overshoot.
Uh-huh.
Going slowly also means that not much brake is required to stop.
So let's take it at 4 miles per hour onto the table.
One stop, climb down from the locomotive and head back to the control cabin.
And once we're on, to make sure we are completely on. I think we're sort of on. Let's get some brakes on initial reduction. I think we are definitely on now. Okie dokie. Let's get ourselves up, over, climb down these steps. Look at that. And let's take a screenshot. I keep forgetting to switch that off. Right. I want to check if the back of the train was on. What's the back of the train on it? Yeah, it was. Actually, I managed to get it just about in the middle. So, yeah, I think I did that quite well. Okay, I'm happy about that. I hope I... Can I fall down here? Yes. Yes, you can. You can end up down here, then you have to climb back up here. Very good. Alright, let's get in here. Sit back down here. Alright.
With the locomotive ready to be turned, activate the monitor and unlock the table.
Yeah, but where do we want to turn it? There's the question. There we go. Now you can do that with W and S over here, I believe.
Using the rotation control, turn the table and locomotive to the indicated track.
Which is the fueling track? Nope, that's the wrong way. That way. That way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Is that the track? Yep, that's the track. We're on. Up we get. That's interesting. That change in noise. Maybe that was actually because he's speaking. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
And run it to the designated marker.
Lock. Tell you what, we'll switch that off because we don't... Oh look, we can take the other camera. Cool. Okay, well, I wanted to switch it off, but... Okay. Right, up we get again. That's the coupler. Up here. Close that door. Sit back down here. Odd change of noises, but okay. Probably because we left it in forward. But that's fine. I mean, leaving it in forward is fine. We had the brakes on. So, yeah, I'm not going to knock it into idle just to move it a little bit. Okay. So, do we drive it here and past here, or... I don't know. I think we stop it here. I'm assuming we stop it here. We are clear of the locomotive. Okay, we're done. Very good. Okay, we'll continue that. Next tutorial, let's find out what comes up next. I'll probably skip out this part. Actually, probably not worth skipping out because that was pretty fast unloading. Alright. Refueling is an important part. Okay, so
keeping a locomotive running.
This is cool.
Let's go over how we do it.
So this is something completely different. This is why I'm quite interested in Train Sim World, is all this bit over here. Right, so I know how to refuel an engine, so we'll have to find out if it's around here.
Which connects to the locomotive, and the pump activation control.
And the reason I know how to do this is because my uncle is a train engineer, but obviously not this particular engine because this is American. Go for the Class 68s, Class 91s and that kind of stuff. Plus, I mean, this is just as normal as a car. It's just like a car. There's the tank, there's the hose, you pick up the... You grab this, put it in. The only difference is you probably don't have to go pay for it. There we go.
Take it over to the locomotive.
I've done it.
And attach the hose to the fuel tank.
I've done it. I'm way ahead of you. And then probably switch it on here.
Return to the fuel stand
there you
and
go.
activate the refueling pump.
Done.
The system will automatically switch off once the tank is full.
Okay.
You can see the state
so that's how many gallons of fuel there are in there.
On the side
there
of
you
the fuel
go.
Tank.
So we've got something like just coming up 1,700 gallons of fuel. Oh, 1,700 is a full tank. Right, well that's off. Okay, very good. We'll pick that up and put it back.
On the fuel stand.
There we go. Done.
Replace the fuel tank cap.
Done. There we go. Screw that in. Very good. A little bit of oil there, or fuel. Probably what we put on the fuel tank. Yeah. Right. I've done that. Okay, well that's done. That was very, very quick. That was very, very quick actually. Which is kind of cool. Next tutorial. So we're going to see if we can smash through all the tutorials in this episode, and then in the next episode we'll pick a train, take it out there, see what we can do. Or the next couple of episodes. That should be enough footage for me to get a total reviews episode out. So on and so forth. Train brakes theory. Okay, so does that mean we're going to be in a classroom for this one?
This is where you'll learn all about train brakes and how they work.
Take the inside. Or even that sort of view. Just as we're sitting in there. Before the HUD comes up. Okie dokie. Right, this is a different locomotive.
There are 3 braking systems available to the engineer.
Loco, independent, and dynamic. Let's find out. There's the dynamic one.
Dynamic.
Automatic brake.
Auto.
And the independent. There we go.
And independent.
Okay. Very good. So obviously the independent must be the locomotive brake. That is the entire lot, I'm assuming.
Dynamic brakes work by reversing the polarity of the traction motors.
There we go.
When a train is moving, this action causes resistance against the turning axles. As this system only works when the axles are turning, this means the dynamic brake cannot stop a train, only slow it down.
Okay, very interesting, very interesting. So that's an electromagnetic brake of some sort.
Train or auto brakes work by controlling air pressure in a brake pipe.
Right, so that's a standard
of the train.
That's a standard pneumatic.
This pipe connects to
that's a
brake
pneumatic
cylinders
brake
located on each individual car.
Okay.
In turn, these cylinders push directly onto the wheels to slow them down.
Yep, so that is electromagnetic brakes. That's a pneumatic brake. And that's just for this locomotive. However, in itself.
This brake only affects the locomotive itself, not the entire train. The independent brake is used when switching cars in a yard, or for holding a stopped train on level or low grade.
Okay, yeah, so for basically something where gravity is not going to be pulling the whole train back. Very good. Ooh, now we're going to zoom in on something where that is... Oh, I can't show you with the mouse.
The equalizing reservoir.
Okay.
Think of this readout as the target pressure for the air-controlled brakes on the train.
Now this is what making a lot of sense to me, so this is good.
This indicates the overall brake pressure along the train.
Okay. So is this in PSI? I'm assuming this is PSI, 83 PSI. Which is that's a lot of pressure. I mean, your car tires are inflated to 33 PSI, so it's 83. This is almost 3 times the pressure that's on the tire trying to press against the brake. So, yeah.
Perform a brake application on this train of 20 cars to see this process
20 cars? Really? I can't see.
Using the auto brake, reduce the equalizing reservoir. Watch for the brake pipe pressure indication to change, matching this reduction, and applying the brakes on the train.
Alright, so let's give ourselves some full service on this. There we go. And there, if we look over here, there you go. You'll see the brake pressure coming down.
See this same process on a much larger
so I must. Oh yeah, of course, because it's a reservoir.
Head over to the adjacent locomotive and climb into the cab.
Right, do you want me to release the brakes on this potentially, and stick the independent on? because that makes sense to me. There you go. Okay, let's have a look at this train. Oh yes, it is 20. Wow, that's got a big white light. Where's that white light? Is that being shone from here? Hello, shadow? No shadow. Okay, so this is an even larger train. I've ended up somewhere. Not this side. I've ended up on a... Right, okay, let's go over here. That's the train we were just on, which is a fairly large train, larger than the other one. But this is even larger. Can I cross, please? There we go. Okay. So that's a large train. But this one, and I'm on the wrong side, is even larger. Around here, here we go. Run, 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 run. Open up the door. Alright. Looks almost the same inside.
This train has 100 cars.
Actually, this may be the same train.
What difference this has.
I just haven't been down there.
Of the brakes.
Okay, so...
Repeat the equalizing reservoir reduction from before. Again, using the auto brake.
Okay.
Watch how long it now takes for the brake pipe pressure to match. The skill of the engineer is knowing when to start braking.
Sit full service on there, and now watch this, I'm assuming.
Now that we have seen the brakes applied,
okay,
let's
that
see how
applied
long it
very
takes
quickly.
to release them.
So we're going to drop this.
Using the auto brake, set the equalizing reservoir back to its previous position.
Okay.
This action triggers the brake pipe.
Well, that cut off because I sort of did it.
It's a lot to take in, so that's all for now.
Yeah, we know.
The key aspects to remember are...
We know how to do this. Next tutorial. Okay, so we're just flying through the tutorials. Pretty good. I like this little information. Look, diesel, electric, electromotive, diesel, 3,957 produced. It's a 68-foot, 10-inch train, 184 tons, 65 mile an hour top speed. That's all pretty cool. I like that little bit, those little facts and figures. It makes it impressive.
Co-loading is a common occurrence on sand patch grade.
Okay, so we're going to learn how to
take a look at how to do it.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. So I'm assuming we have to move forward first of all.
To engage the loading process, the train must be moving at a constant rate and not exceeding the speed
So we don't have to stop and go. We just keep going.
In order to move the train very slowly, this locomotive is fitted with speed control.
Okay.
This is located on the integrated function display.
Okay. Left arrow gives us a better view of the screen. F6. Right. Right mouse click. Okay. Here we go. Look at this. So I can click, I can touch screen or something? I don't know. Set the target speed to 2 miles per hour. Okay, so we can go, how do I do that? Ready. I don't know how to do that. I thought I'm supposed to be clicking here. F6. Maybe pressing F6 will actually do it. No. Okay, I'm going to back out of this again. There we go. Right click. That doesn't work. I can't do that. Maybe I need to put the reverser in forward. No, can't do that. Slow speed on. No, can't do that. I'm afraid that's not working. Mouse control. To use the screen buttons, you'll need to right mouse click. Maybe I right mouse click on these? No? Come on. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, well, let's restart that one. Let's restart that level. Oh dear. Coal loading, yes. We're going to have to go through this again. This is probably the last tutorial I do in this
Coal loading is a common occurrence on sand patch grade. So
and I probably won't do another tutorial. I'll just go straight into, you know, what we need to do. Okay, let's leave him to talk.
Engage the loading
Maybe it was something about the talking,
the
cutting
train
off
must be moving at a constant rate and not exceeding the speed limit.
We will find out though. We'll have a good finding out.
In order to move the train very slowly, this locomotive is fitted with speed control. This is located on the integrated function display.
Right, that one there. Press the left arrow button for a... Okay. There. To use the screen buttons, you'll need to right mouse click. I'm not going to do that just yet. Because is he going to tell me? No, he's not. I cannot actually press those buttons. Ooh, hold on. It's these. It's not the... It's okay. Alright. Interesting. It's not touchscreen. For some reason... Okay. Very well. And then we just have to speed up.
We're now ready to move under the coal loader ahead, so get the train moving. As we have set the slow speed control, it does not matter what throttle position is used. The locomotive will only travel at the indicated speed.
Yeah, I've done that. Probably want some lights on as well. Switch that off. Why is it not moving? There we go, it's moving now. It won't let me switch on the headlights, which is bad, that's bad.
When the train is within range, the loader will activate and a notification will appear.
Okay. I was in power handle P2. I mean, P1 is probably where I need it. So this is going to take a little bit of time, I'm assuming. So I'll take a screenshot of it, because that's what I do. Funny noises. That's actually quite well modelled though. Look at that. There's some movement there. Yeah, it's some texture glitches of course, but the axles, the bogies are modelled quite well. The suspension is not. But you know, it's not bad. That's not bad at all. I have a free camera, don't I?
The process of loading the cars is completely automated. As each car passes under the chute, the loader will dispense coal until it is full.
Okay.
This will continue until all the cars are loaded.
Let's set ourselves up with
the train
camera.
under semi-automatic control, you can watch the loading process from an external camera.
Which is exactly what I'm doing. Here we go. So now it's just, I'm assuming, going to go through those 5. You can tell how slow the train is going because there's barely any change in the Doppler effect. You got that Doppler effect which changes the pitch as you come towards and go away from it. Because it's going so slow, there's hardly any change there. Okay, you're gonna splash some coal. Okay, well, okay. Oh, not bad. Not bad animation there. Quite decent. Stop. Stop. So you drop some coal down there. Now I'm assuming one of the missions is going to be do this for the entire length of a 100-car train. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming it's going to be. It's a lot faster in Transport Fever. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Alright, 2 more to go. There's the rest of the train. There's the rest of the train. That one's at 99%. That one's at 97, 98, 99. That one's at 100. That one's at 99. That's poor. What happened here? I'm disappointed. It needs one more bit of coal. Alright, so we've done that.
To bring the train to a halt, return the throttle handle to idle. And on the integrated function display, press slow speed control off.
Okay.
Now bring the train to a stop.
Power handle idle. Function display off. And then I assume we just go back on the brakes. Which, there we go. To load the remaining cars or stop the train. No, I'm going to stop the train.
You're now trained on loading coal. There are 2 facilities for coal loading on the Sandpatch grade. Rockwood Mine and Shaw Mine.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do here is go back to the main menu and I will continue in the next episode. But I don't think I'll do a tutorial. I think I'll actually play something. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever. Leave a comment. Transport Fever? Train Sim World. Leave a comment in the comments box below. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. The footage that's coming up, and obviously the Total Reviews episode that will be coming up. And last but not least, again, thank you to Games Planet. And if you do want to purchase their stuff or this title from their website, game links in the description box below. I'll see you guys next time.